So the latest England squad is out now, and I'm going to be doing my reaction to it and going through all the players and deciding whether they should or shouldn't be in that squad. But before we do that, guys, please smash that like button and do subscribe if you are new to the channel. But let's get right into it. We've got 3 goalkeepers for this, and I always find it quite funny that you have 3 goalkeepers in an international squad anyway. Really, do you need 3? It should just be 2 in my opinion, but that's beside the point. The 3 goalkeepers are Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope and Aaron Ramsdale. Personally, I really hope Aaron Ramsdale will be the #1 goalkeeper in this tournament. In the Nations League tournament. It feels weird calling it a tournament, but I really hope that Aaron Ramsdale gets that #1 spot, because really he's been the best keeper so far this season. As in English-wise, he's got the form, whereas you look at Pickford, he's had moments in recent weeks that Everton have really had to go to him, but overall, he's just not been at it, has he, really, now for a couple of seasons. But he always does well for England. But for me, it's got to be Ramsdale's #1. But Pickford, as I said, should be making the squad, as well as Pope. Nick Pope has had a torrid time with Burnley this season, but him personally, he's had a great season. But he has now gone down to the Championship, and I don't think that really hinders his role and his position in this team. We saw Sam Johnston make an England squad when he was with West Brom in the Championship, so really he should be in this England squad. So those first 3 goalkeepers, I completely agree with it, and I think it should be Ramsdale #1, Pickford #2 and Nick Pope #3. Now to the defenders, we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously has to be in that squad no matter what. I think we all completely agree with that. He's never really got going for England, and that's been down to injuries and at times position-wise, whether he really suits the system with the 5 at the back. But I really do think he will flourish, hopefully this summer, if he gets a real good run in and he doesn't get injured. Conor Cody, he's in it really. Should he be there? Probably not. Personally, I don't get why he's in this squad. I understand everyone says, oh, but he's great with leadership and things, but you need players at the end of the day. We need some serious players. But then, with the likes of Jordan Henderson not in this squad, and we'll get down to that in a bit, Conor Cody may be used as a leader. So Conor Cody, I can see why he's in the squad, but personally, I don't think he should be there. I think there are better centre-backs who may have missed out. Then next, Mark Gwahe. As we've said before, I'm so glad he got the call-up. He's a very, very good centre-back. And Chelsea probably really annoyed at themselves for letting him go, but he's flourished at Palace this season, so he definitely has to be in this England squad. Really, really like him. Really good on the ball, and he's fast. He reads the game well, and he's young talent that you want to be seeing getting into this England squad down to form. Then the next player we've got, Reece James. Obviously, another one like Trent, you really hope that he flourishes in the England squad. He can play in centre-back as well, so he's a bit of a utility player when it comes to England. Obviously, he can really work well in that back 3 and maybe have Trent Alexander-Arnold as the right back, so the 2 of them can work together, so I'm happy with that. James Justin, that's one that's really surprised me, I didn't really see this one coming personally. I didn't expect that at all. I thought maybe Tyreek Mitchell over James Justin, but fair play to him for making the squad. For me, I don't think he should be in this England squad. There's no recognised left back in this England defence, which really, really baffles me, which is a little bit confusing. So I think Tyreek Mitchell should have been in over James Justin, but fair play to James Justin. Harry Maguire, should he be in the England squad? There's always question marks, but I think he's probably one of the better centre-backs. Sadly, I have to, even though his form has been pretty poor this season, he shouldn't be there, but he always does well for England. And I think when you compare him to the other centre-backs that have missed out, I think he is better than them. Then moving on to John Stones. John Stones has to make a squad. Very, very good defender. And he's just won the title this season with Man City, so obviously has to make the team. Tomori, I am so happy that Tomori has finally got his call-up. That was my one thing I wanted. I wanted to see more than anything is Tomori making the England squad. He has done absolute wonders at AC Milan. I've watched lots of highlights. I've watched a couple of games. And from what I've heard as well, reading reports, they absolutely love him out there. He's learnt the language. He's really adapted to the style of play. He's really good on the ball. He's fast. He reads the game well. And he was a player that I really was just baffled with Chelsea letting go. It's similar to the Gwahe situation. I don't understand more so though with Tomori, because we all knew he was a good player. He really was playing very well under Lampard. So that was one that really confused me. But I'm so glad to see finally a player playing in the foreign league getting into the England squad. So I'm really happy with that, and I really hope he gets some game time, because he's one player I really want to see a lot of, and I can see he would work well in the back 3 as well. Then Trippier, you understand why he's in the squad. He's not a good enough right back, so he's probably covering at left back. When I say good enough, he is a very good defender, but we've got better right backs in his position. You look at James and you look at Trent Alexander-Arnold, so really, should he be in the England squad? Yeah, I get it, he's experienced, so probably will be playing left back. Kyle Walker, now this is another one where it just confuses me. The amount of right backs we've got in this squad. We've got Trent, we've got James, we've got Justin, we've got Trippier, and we've got Walker. That's 5 right backs and we've got to 0 left backs. It just confuses me. Walker, he's a good player, can play at centre back, but just, do we need this amount of right backs really? Then Ben White, he deserves to be in the England squad. A very, very good season with Arsenal. Shame it kind of went all to pot at the end. So I'm pretty much Other than Justin and Walker maybe and Trippier, and I'm not saying Trippier and Walker shouldn't be in this England squad, but do we need that many right backs? Maybe you only need one of the two of them, Walker and Trippier. You don't really need both of them, let's be honest. And Tyreek Mitchell, I think, has been unlucky to miss out. Then for the midfield, Bellingham, Gallagher, Mount, Phillips, Rice, Ward-Prowse. Bellingham, yes. Gallagher, yes. Mount, 100% yes. Phillips, he's only just got back fit recently, and they have only won one game in the 7 that they had him back, but he's good enough to be in that England squad. We know what his form will be like, and it's good to see him back fit. Declan Rice just won West Ham's Player of the Season, being integral, and I really hope to see Rice, Bellingham, and Mount as that midfield three. That's the midfield I'd love to see. The balance in that could really work well. Bellingham and Mount being the kind of box to box, and then Rice just kind of sitting. I know he doesn't do that for West Ham, but I think he should be doing that for England, because realistically we've got better players going forward. But that midfield, the only one that I've got question marks with really is Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has had a good season with Southampton, but really, I don't think he's good enough, and I don't think he's on the level of the rest of the players. Yes, I said it before in the past, but I've kind of come to the conclusion now where I don't think he's on the level of the rest of them. So, personally, for me, I don't see Ward-Prowse should be there. I think somebody like Henderson, I never thought I'd say it, but I think Henderson is a leader. You need a captain, you need a leader, somebody there who can help, who's done it. Whereas you look at Conor Cody, I'm saying he's a good leader, but Henderson has captained England. He's done absolute wonders, and he's done wonders with his Liverpool side. I just think he needs a figurehead, a person to look up to. So I think Henderson would have been better for that youthful midfield. And now onto the forwards, we move over. So it's just Ward-Prowse got question marks with. That's it for the midfield. Then the forwards, we've got Tammy Abraham, who I'm 100% so happy with. Again, another player that has to be in that England squad, and I'm glad he's in over Calvert-Lewin, because Calvert-Lewin hasn't really been good enough since he's come back from injury. Abraham has done absolute wonders out in Serie A, had an absolutely amazing season with Roma and Jose Mourinho. Jared Bowen, again, another player I'm really happy to see him in the England squad. I was surprised that he didn't make it last time, but then Southgate loves to trust these trusted wingers, players like Rashford and Sancho, and I was really hoping that the two of them wouldn't make it and Jared Bowen would, and I'm glad to see it, because he's been really, really good. West Ham's player got over 10 goals and 10 assists, so he deserves to be in this England squad. He's unlucky to miss out. Left-footed as well, which just adds something slightly different, playing on that right-hand side. And then we've also got Foden, another left-footed player, but you know what you get with Foden. He has to be in the England squad, let's be honest. Him and Grealish, both of them, who've done absolute wonders this season with City. A lot of people say, oh, Grealish hasn't had a great season. I think he has had a good season. I think we all need to wait and just let Pep. He always does this with players. Pep takes a season and then players get used to the system. So I think Grealish has to be in the England squad, as well as Foden. Harry Kane, 100%. We always can agree with Harry Kane. Bukayo Saka, yes, definitely. Has to be in there. He's had an amazing season with Arsenal, single-handedly carried them throughout the season. Sterling, yeah, I'm happy with. My only thing is with this, we've only got two strikers really there, two recognised strikers, and then we've got Bowen, Foden, Saka, Sterling. So we've got a lot of wingers, but when I put it like that, and Grealish, so we've got 5 wingers. Do we really need 5 wingers? Probably not, maybe only 4, but hey ho, let me know guys what you think of the squad. There are only a few question marks for me, and I will say it again, I think we either only need one of 2 of Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker. We don't need James Justin. I don't think Ward-Prowse is good enough. And that's it really, potentially just an extra striker just to spice things up maybe. And just somebody different who offers something different maybe in that forward line. Players like Ollie Watkins, kind of Callum Wilson maybe, kind of players like that just offer something different. But let me know guys in the comment section below, has Gareth Southgate got a very good squad for these next fixtures in the UEFA Nations League? We've got Hungary, Germany, Italy and Hungary again. But let me know guys in the comment section below and smash the like button. That is my match reaction. It's not a match reaction, it's my reaction to the England squad overall. I think it's good. I think finally Southgate has picked some players that I really wanted to see. I'm glad Mings hasn't made the squad. I wanted Tomori and Bowen to make the squad. They both have done. So really, I'm a happy man. But as I said, let me know guys in the comment section below. Smash the like button and do subscribe. But thanks for watching. BucketHatSam over and out. Thank you. Goodbye.